Okay guys, so I know it's been a minute since I posted a video, but I just got these new Rough Country M1 shocks for the rear of my Squarebody. So I'm going to install them today. Just a couple things that you're going to need to do this job. 7/8 wrench. This is a 21mm socket for the bottom. 7/8 is also for the bottom. And then I have a 19mm socket right here on the end of my impact. And then you're also going to need a, what is this, 5/16, I think. Let me look. No, it's a 6mm socket for these. I already put those on, and I painted these this morning. So they came, they're not perfect. Like, I didn't tape them off the best way around the stickers and stuff like that, but I wasn't too picky because, like, I wanted to just throw a coat of paint on the majority of the tube. They came, I want to say bare metal. They look bare metal, but you know, I read the description on Rough Country and they're like, oh, they have a zinc coating to protect from elements, whatever. Well, zinc coating isn't enough for me, so I just shot 3 coats of paint on it and some Case IH silver that I had laying around, and they turned out pretty good. So we're gonna put them on the back. It should only take you, I don't know, give or take 20 minutes to put these on. Especially if you have an impact, zip things off, put them on. I think the hard part's just going to be pushing these things up to where we can get them into the where the bolt goes through in the bottom. So, but I will say this. I don't know if you can see that there, but it says top. So I guess we're putting these on upside down. You know, it's kind of weird. I don't get it. But because normally shocks just go on like this, but these ones are going to be going on like this because apparently this is the top right here. So I know a lot of people are going to be like, hey man, those are upside down, and I'm like, well, it says top, so that's what we're going for there. So we're going to get these, going to show you guys how to put these on, and that's going to be the video today. It's not going to be a super long video, probably 10 minutes. That'll be about it. So, all right, follow along, guys. I'm not as strong as what I used to be. So I need to get the jack and jack up on this thing and try and get it jacked up with the floor jack so that I can put the bolt through. But this also applies to the work smarter, not harder, so remember that. Okay, so I got it installed. I got to tighten everything up, and I got to move this a little bit because it's popping off of the collar down here, so I just need to move this up some. But it turned out pretty good. Hopefully that's enough travel when it comes to the suspension to not blow out the shocks. Shouldn't hurt anything. It said it would fit, so. Anyway. Gonna do this side here. Hopefully it's not as bad as this side, and you know, because this side was a little bit of a pain in the because couldn't get a washer off up there. Don't know why, because it slid on the other day whenever I was checking length, extension, and suction length. So let me tighten all this up, move this thing, and go over to the other side. Okay, so I got this one on. Just gotta tighten everything up, and then of course adjust this, move that because it's kind of clumped up. So we'll just move that down the thing here. I'll get the impact here on tighten so I don't loosen it after I just put this thing on here. See if this is right. No. Wrong way. Okay. You heard it click when I torqued it, so you know it's torqued. Hopefully my hat isn't in the way either. Alright, where's this tool? There it is right here. I say this tool, but it's just a ratchet and a 6mm socket. So let's loosen these up. It's not enough. Ugh. Pardon my arm here. Let me get this a little looser. Okay. Let's move this up the scale here. Just a little bit. Might loosen up a little bit more. Just so that there's enough room for this thing to, so that it, you know, kind of, I guess you get what I'm saying. Tighten this back up. By hand. 1, 2, 3. That's my rule. 3. Oh, I'll bump the camera. Adjust this. There. A little better, I guess. Alright, let's do the other side. Now, I am hoping that these shocks, so I have the truck hooked up to the boat. And there's this one back road when I'm going up to the lake that really makes the rear end of the truck bounce. Which isn't a really big issue. I'll show you these shocks after I'm done fiddle effing with this. But these other shocks, they're just wore out. They were the same way on the front. They were actually worse on the front because this truck used to be a plow truck. So I have the N3s up front, and I got the M1s in the back. How much of a difference there is, I have no idea. This piece of shit stripped. Probably is. Yep. Whatever. Get a new one somewhere. Ain't nothing like a hardware store don't have. These things are sometimes good and sometimes they're just junk. There. We'll do that for now. Anyway, so I got the M1s for in the rear. You know, I'm guessing that they're a better shock. Don't hold me to it. I'll give you like a update in 2 weeks and let you know, because I'm gonna have the boat on the water in the next 2 weeks. I also noticed that underneath here I did a bunch of painting and sanding and shit like that, and it's just wearing off again. So I think I'm gonna get I forget what they call it, some sort of undercoating you can just brush on or roll on right over top the rust or whatever. So I think that's what I'm gonna do, because my paint is wearing off that I put on back here. Granted, I didn't put the best of paint on there. I put a rubberized undercoating under here too, so, but it looks like it's just worn off too. So we will continue on. Like I say, this piece up here, I don't know if you can see this up here, see where my hand's at, but this piece up here, this whole cross member I replaced. This is new exhaust too. It's just it's one piece at a time and trying to keep up with this truck. So eventually it's going to be painted, it's going to be done, but right now it's just up to me to keep up with it. So, but got the new M1s on there, so I'm gonna get out from under here and go take a dump because I gotta poop, clean up my tools, and then go from there. But I appreciate you guys watching the video. Please give a thumbs up, like, subscribe, and if you have any other questions, comment, and I'll see you in the next video. See you guys.